Hello and welcome to the walking talking topic on graphs, question number 4 with me, Mr. Barton. Now this is one of my favourite things, shapes of graphs. And these things you've got to learn. You need to learn your shapes of graphs because as we saw in question 3, it's going to help you predict the shape of the graphs that you plot, especially quadratics and cubics. So what about this one here, y equals x squared? Now notice there's no numbers on these axes because they expect you to know the shape. Now if you're desperate in the exam, there is nothing wrong with you coming up with a bit of a table of values and playing around with numbers. So when x is 0, y is equal to 0 squared, which is 0. When x is 1, y is equal to 1 squared, which is 1. When x is 2, y is equal to 2 squared, which is 4, and so on. And remember to do things like minuses. So when x equals minus 3, for example, y is equal to minus 3 squared, minus 3 times minus 3, which is going to be positive 9, and so on. But as I say, it's far better if you can learn these key ones. So your x squared is a U-shaped graph that brushes through the origin like that. Likewise, y equals minus x squared is a reflection of that graph in the x-axis. So it looks like that. Okay? And if we have y equals x cubed, again, you can do yourself a table of values to figure this out, but it's much better if you can learn these. And practice just plotting them, use Desmos, anything like that, to mess around with graphs. But this is a graph that does this. It goes through the origin, because when x is 0, y is 0. And it has a similar shape to the x squared graph there, when it's positive, because as x is getting bigger, y is getting a lot bigger. But if you cube a negative number, it also becomes negative. So when, for example, when x is minus 2, y is going to be equal to minus 2 cubed, which is minus 8. So this one dips down below the x-axis there. So as I say, learn your shape of graphs. And just as a bonus, one that I haven't seen here, but this one comes up a bit, is that one, y equals 1 over x. And that's a very important graph. And that one looks like this. So learn your shapes of graphs, and you should be fine.